After killing about 20 plants, we realized that plants not only need water, they need light. Some plants need about 8 hours, so in order to make that possible, we decided to build this grow light system. It hits the plant with 360 degrees of direct light, plus it's on a Wi-Fi outlet timer. So I started off by cutting out the base. With that ready to go, I started to make the pillars. Ultimately, this grow light system will be used to grow herbs in the house using this 5-tier planter. The planter rotates 360 degrees. With keeping that in mind, it played a part with the position of the pillars. If the pillars were too close, we wouldn't be able to put in the planter. Once we got everything the way we liked it, we added the pillars. The pillars in the back that would be against the wall would be held down with pocket screws, while the pillars in the front were held down with glue and some brad nails. Now with the base and pillars done, I moved on to the top trim. I'm sure there are more precise and efficient ways to do this, but I like to mark the wood based on the project, cut it a little proud, and then trim it down to exact fit. Once everything was cut, I added some pocket holes and attached it to the top. It worked, but there were clearly some issues with those lines. So the plan was to create some supports to help straighten out these angles. So I wanted to make the top as wide open as possible so the herbs could grow as tall as they want. When adding these pocket screws, I took a lot of care to make sure we wouldn't run into any nails or screws or wiring that we would need in the future. One of the best things about the pocket hole system, these screws have smooth shanks, so basically as you screw them in and tighten them down, they help pull the pieces of wood together. So if you're using wood glue, it'll help hold the bond tighter. If you're using something that's misaligned like I'm using it for right now, it helps straighten out the problem. Looks right to me. Using the same techniques earlier, I made some bottom trim. Now I wanted these joints to be super tight, but I didn't want to shoot any brad nails through the top either. So I used this 2-part super glue to get the joints connected. And then I hit it from the back with pocket screws. Obviously, resting this on a water cooler would not be a permanent solution, so let's build a foundation. Once I figured out the angles I needed for the base, I built straight up. I made a bunch of long cuts and edge banded everything. Once you get in a rhythm, it's easy to turn it out. Then some pocket holes, and some assembly. The original design only had braces on top, which made it very wobbly. So then I went back and added all these extra supports. This final beam on top acted as a spacer and additional support. With that done, I moved on to lighting. So I had to create angled mounts to attach the brackets so this way the lights would hit the plant at all angles. The rear lights are at 45 degrees and the front lights are at 22.5 degrees. These grow lights are very light in weight, so I was able to use a brad nail to mount the brackets. Then I used a spade bit to drill some holes for the electrical. Now this is a full spectrum 40-watt LED grow light kit. The toggle on and off switches made it compatible with the Wi-Fi outlets that I was using to connect to my Alexa. The power cord connects to the Wi-Fi outlets, which connect to the surge protector, which connects into the wall. The Wi-Fi outlets are voice controlled. And with a little cable management, we're ready to go. This was a complicated build, but hopefully it'll be worth it when I'm eating fresh thyme and basil with our dinner. Now it's time to grow some herbs. Hopefully I don't kill 40 plants at once. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm the Level 1 Builder. I'll see you around.